Yo, what's good, y'all? Welcome to episode of Let's Talk, episode 3. I think y'all know what we're going to talk about: Jeff Hardy, TNA, and the 4th of July. So, for starters, once again, thank y'all for supporting me on my channel. If you're new to this, you already know what to do. Subscribe, click on that notification, and don't forget to follow me on Instagram. And like I said, I apologize if I haven't put my social media in the description box. So I just didn't have time to be doing all that extra editing and stuff. So, but I'm gonna miss something. If there's one thing I love about wrestling is Jeff Hardy. He's, I would say, the top of the wrestling world. He pretty much inspired me. Well, not inspired me, but inspired everybody to get into wrestling. And from my eyes, he pretty much probably inspired the indie wrestling community. If y'all know who I'm talking about, the indie wrestling, stars from indie wrestling: CM Punk, Daniel Bryan, Dean Ambrose, Randy Orton. All of the top guys that came from the indie world to one of the biggest jokes, $1 billion company that is WWE. I'm gonna tell you something from my personal experience with Jeff Hardy. First time I saw him back then, I didn't see him in person, but I'm on TV. But on TV I did. Jeff Hardy is like the biggest stars in wrestling from the Attitude Era. I forgot he was wrestling in 1983 when he was on Raw. He didn't really do anything. He really didn't do much. He was a huge jobber, and not anything was working for him. So I guess you could say something was weird about the company of how they were back then. I can tell you a few things I liked about Jeff Hardy. His wrestling skills were one of the biggest reasons why I became a fan. Swanton Barnes, him and his brother Matt Hardy were huge stars of the Attitude Era. And I can tell you one of the main reasons why I started watching wrestling was the Hardy Boys. When it comes to the tag teams division, they were the stars. They were the reasons why I love wrestling. The rivalry is with the Dudleys, Edge and Christian, two of the biggest tag teams in wrestling. And that right there is what put a spark in my life, based on their chemistry with the ladders and tables and chairs. They pretty much invented TLC. Yo, what's up, Fox 87? Oh, I hope y'all had a good 4th of July yesterday. Cause I was, but I'll tell you also. So as of right now, 2018, Jeff Hardy is big on SmackDown. I know it was yesterday, but it's still the 4th of July weekend, so happy 4th still. So, the U.S. Championship Open Challenge is a good thing for Jeff Hardy. Because every time he does these challenges, he makes it more fun to watch. And you see me react to it 2 days ago. Total non-stop action, that's what it stands for. These US Open challenges were fun to watch. And basically his face paint job is lit. This nigga knows exactly what to do when it comes to his face paint jobs, because the way that he carries these designs, and my apologies if I said the word nigga a lot. I mean, sorry if everybody's watching, but what I meant to say is like these dudes work on face paint is non-stop. I love his work, especially when he draws his eyes with his eyes closed. Like you would literally think that his eyes were open the whole time, but once he opens, he was wearing the little contacts. Like Jeff Hardy can be so creative though. Yo, what up, Lord Explorers? How you doing? It's all good, man. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you are more than welcome anytime. No, I appreciate people for watching me, man. Joining in for what I do. I appreciate y'all for showing your boys some love. Those eyelids that Jeff Hardy be wearing, the little contacts. Yo, he gets very creative every time he comes out do his little hardcore thing. But the guy is in his 40s right now, so he can't even do like a YouTube. But at least he's trying his best to give everything he has. By the time he turns like what 50 years old, he still wouldn't be able to do, you know, those hardcore things he used to do. But in the past, when he was in his 20s, that was when he was at his prime. Jeff Hardy was in his prime. You know, back when, you know, wrestling was one of the biggest top companies in the world before they went PG. Shoot, even when Jeff Hardy went, even when they went PG in '08, they were still doing these blood matches and stuff, and Jeff Hardy was still doing one of the most savagest things ever. I can tell you one thing. Every time I see Jeff Hardy on TV, I get goosebumps. And I love that dude intro song he did. You know, the song he came out in 2008, later on. And when he left in 2009, you know, I almost stopped watching wrestling when he left. Truth be told. I almost stopped watching wrestling when Jeff Hardy left because he was the biggest reason I loved SmackDown. I know, man. Jeff Hardy is lit. I mean, Jeff Hardy is awesome though. I mean, I had a beard one time when, I think 3 years ago when I had a beard. It was like this long. About right here, like it was long, growing like crazy. I had to cut that sucker because I was just tired of it, combing it and brushing it every day. I just had to get rid of it. So, but yeah, Jeff Hardy had a cool beard, and I feel like, you know, his in-ring skills are really fun to watch. It's way better than all the other indie wrestlers. Jeff Hardy was the original, and he still is the original OG of the WWE because he's from the Attitude Era and the Golden Age era. Well, he's from all eras, to be honest with you. So let me just say this though, as a Jeff Hardy fan, he's an amazing. I've got a dip, but I'll catch you on your next stream. Alright, man, it's okay, man. I appreciate you joining me, man. You have a blast one. So, you know, speaking of TNA, Jeff Hardy was on TNA a few times. Back when Jeff Hardy, when I first saw Jeff Hardy in TNA, they was telling me that Jeff Hardy was on TNA. I'm like, wait a second. Was he on TNA back then? Because I had no idea that Jeff Hardy was on that show back when 2005. I have no idea that he was on there. At the time when he was on there, he was just killing it. These table matches, he was doing all these crazy acrobatic stuff. You know, he was a star in TNA and on WWE. But when 2010 came around, I feel like, to me, that's when he was really shining. When everybody was coming to TNA, to me, when Jeff Hardy, when everybody, let me just say this. When TNA was fun to watch back then, back when they had all the hardcore matches, when the women wrestlers were entertaining to watch. When Taz was on the show, it's like, let them pigeons loose. Talking about Velvet Sky and Angelina Love bending over and stuff for the cameraman to get a glimpse on their booties and stuff. Hey, what's up, Brandon? How you doing? Like, if you want to do all that, man, why not make a porn films and stuff? Like, Velvet Sky and Angelina Love were pretty much the eye candy of wrestling. And yes, I did masturbate to them a couple times though. But hey, it was for the guys though. But I can admit. But at the same time, when TNA, this company was really, it used to be good. When the hardcore matches were coming around, everybody was bleeding. Was bleeding left and right. These exhibition titles, AJ Styles, Samoa Joe. I feel like AJ Styles and Samoa Joe are one of my favorite wrestlers from TNA. Those two together, I feel like they can create a spark. All of them. And Christopher Daniels. All of them were incredible. I feel like, to me, because New Day, aka the Fat Days, LOL. You mean the Fat Day, LOL, Fat Days, but I know what you're talking about. Oh yeah. I'm glad I did not watch all SmackDown gag. I'm glad I did not watch the all SmackDown, because I saw what the New Day they were doing, having the little stupid ending contest. Like, what is this? Like, I thought SmackDown was supposed to be an entertaining. No, I thought wrestling was supposed to be a sport about wrestling. But to be honest, with a New Day, every time I see them on TV, I just want to throw up. They got these niggas in the ring doing these little dumb ending contests and stuff. Like, don't nobody want to see that. Kids don't care. I don't even care. Them doing these stupid ending contests. But thank God Aaron Young and his gang came and stopped the whole thing. Because when I heard about it, I couldn't watch it. I saw a little bit of it on social media, but then again, I just didn't care. I really didn't. But on top of that, the New Day sucks. The Fag Day sucks. I did not like them. I don't take them seriously. Those are not the tag teams that I wanna. That if I had a child, I don't want my child to be looking up to those bimbos at all. Okay, so let me just say this. The New Day sucks. So we're going to get off the New Day. We're going to stay focused on the topic I'm talking about, which is TNA. AJ Styles, Samoa Joe, Christopher Daniels. I did a reaction to a video and Biggie, I know, right? And Biggie Langston already beat Chicken butt to his gay behind. He too big for that mess. Don't you think we all know that? I mean, Big E is one of the gayest wrestlers I've seen. Like, come on, man. Look, I would definitely love for them to break up. Have Big E turn heel. Have Kobe Kingston and Xavier Woods go back to their original gimmicks before they formed this gay group. No disrespect to the LGBT community, but I don't want to see that gay stuff. I don't. I want to see talent. I don't want to see no Fruity Pebble mess. Come on. So, getting back to TNA, and hopefully we can stay on one topic, and that's TNA. Samoa Joe, AJ Styles, and Christopher Daniels had a triple threat match, and it was an instant classic. Y'all see my reaction to it, and that match alone was beyond one of the best. And I love what they did with I can appreciate so many things with TNA. When 2010 came around, when Hulk Hogan became heel, him and Eric Bischoff taking over the company, Dixie Carter coming in, all the stressed out because the company was not great at all. But little did you know that Jeff Jarrett was the co-founder of TNA. And also, I feel like as a wrestling fan, TNA was better back then to look at than what it is right now. Every time I can go back and look at TNA and look at all of their matches, they were pretty fast back then. They were pretty fast. I mean, when I see that, I see talent. I see, guys and females with actual talent rather than looks and, personalities. That's not what I'm here for. I want to see character growth. I want to see some good promos cutting. I want to see, some extreme, I just want to see talent in wrestling again. And I feel like we barely have that in WWE. Because as a 27-year-old young man, I'm still a fan of wrestling, but not like I used to be because of the way it is now. I mean, I could always go back and watch, the old stuff, like from the Attitude Era, some wrestling classics. And then I started noticing some strange storylines what they were doing with Bubba Ray Dudley and Brooke Hogan's relationship. And I used to think that all that stuff was kind of real, because in wrestling they make you think that they'll make you believe anything that was real, but it was not. It was fake. So I kind of got that. Breaking news: I heard rumors say the Undertaker going to face Aleister Black at WrestleMania 35. It's not true. Don't believe anything you see or read on social media, because they will have you think it's real, but it's not. So I can tell you this, in my opinion. TNA back then was fun, entertaining, was great to watch. Hardcore matches, thumbtacks, barbed wire bats, nails in the back, on a 2x4. Like, I'm talking like crazy epic wrestling action that I used to be a fan of, that I still love back then. And how do you think TNA went bad this year and a few years ago? Linda McMahon. When Donald Trump became president 2 years ago, I felt as if TNA was going to stay at TV 14. They could still have these little hardcore matches, but nope. They went PG altogether, but they was still doing TNA stuff. But even though they changed the ratings to TV PG, they were still doing TNA stuff. Thank God they were no longer doing that WWE stuff, like shoving politics in people's throats and stuff. That's what WWE is. It's just politics. Doing a story on a gay wrestler and characters. Like, what is this? I thought I expected better from them, but in terms of they like, Finn Balor is doing the whole supporting the LGBT community. Like, they're just basically shoving it down our throats. But what I have a problem with is how the way you're executing it. So I don't like Finn Balor because when I used to like him when he debuted in the, like, I heard that he was great in NXT. But then once they bring him to the main roster, they just changed him. And even when he was the number one contender for Seth Rollins' Universal Championship, when he won the title at SummerSlam, when he dislocated his shoulder, that's how you know that the main roster just doesn't care about you. They don't let you keep your original gimmick and talents, and they want to do some stupid storylines on you, like they're doing with Finn Balor and this stupid LGBT community thing. Again, I have look. I don't want to sound harsh or anything, but I don't like politics at all being brought into sports, comics, video games, you name it. I just don't like when politics being brought into sports stuff. Like, let them do their own thing. Let them keep their own thing at all. I'm tired of them doing this. So nowadays, wrestling just sucks. TNA just sucks now. And I haven't heard from Brooke. No, I was about to say Brooke Valentine. No, Angelina Love and Velvet Sky. I heard they left the company a few years ago and they plan on not going back. But at some point, yeah, I want to see The Undertaker versus AJ Styles. That's gonna be a huge dream match right there between the Phenom and Phenomenal. I think, to me, AJ Styles and Undertaker would be a great match because, I mean, they're both from the country. I mean, Mark Calloway is from Houston, Texas. AJ Styles is from Texas or Alabama. I don't know, man, but they both talk country at the same time, so they both have like country accents. Of course, Undertaker's. Of course, Undertaker is from Texas. So, I mean, who wouldn't want to see Undertaker versus AJ Styles? I mean, both of them are just good. And let me just say this, though. For all the people out there who are complaining about Undertaker shouldn't be wrestling, let me just say this, though. Everybody is so busy worrying about Undertaker's health. What they need to be focusing on is the company and how it's going to be better. Don't worry about Undertaker. Undertaker is an amazing wrestler. Yes, he is 53 and he should be wrestling, but at the end of the day, it's his choice. His money. Every time he comes in the WWE, every time he returns from WrestleMania, he puts niggas in seats. It's straight facts. Undertaker puts niggas in seats. Kids in seats. Teenagers, adults in seats. Once again, I apologize for using the N-word, but I'm just saying. He puts people in seats. And when he does stuff like this, I can guarantee you that somewhere down the line, he's going to end up wrestling for a woman match for a championship, and then he'll end his retirement with a bang. Wait a minute, what's going on? Okay, so like I said, Undertaker is my favorite wrestler of all time. And I think, with him and AJ Styles, even though it is a dream match, I would have loved for them to book it. If Shane was in charge of this company, he would definitely start listening to the fans what they want. And when they say they want Undertaker versus AJ Styles, book that joint. Book that match. I mean, book that. Sorry, man, but I'm just saying, guys. I thought I would love to see Undertaker versus AJ Styles at WrestleMania. You know, or shoot, even on SmackDown, because right now AJ Styles is one of the best World Heavyweight Champions on SmackDown right now. And I think if Undertaker were to return for SmackDown, if he were to become number one contender for the championship against AJ Styles, whether it could be on SmackDown or any other pay-per-views, Undertaker is without a legend. Like it or not, he's not going anywhere. He can still move. He had a hip replacement, but so what? His hair got long again. So people just need to appreciate the dead man for who he is, and not for his health. But look, getting off of that, TNA sucks now because they went PG. At least they put on some quality. At least they put on some quality matches. But I just think that the way TNA it is now, I just don't think it's that good to begin with. And that's saying something. So that's it for TNA. I want to know how was y'all 4th of July yesterday, because you know how 4th of July be when everybody's shooting fireworks and stuff. And I've seen video game level 58's Steven's video on YouTube, which was a complete fail. And you know what? Shout out to you, Steven, aka Video Game Lover 58. I've seen your video yesterday on YouTube, and I was laughing my butt off. Like you and your family had a firework fail, because it was going up the skies, and then all of a sudden it was coming back towards y'all. Like I literally thought the house was going to explode. So, but it was pretty funny to see. And also, let me just say this though. I heard that a lot of people got killed on the 4th of July. Like, you know how people were shooting fireworks and people shooting BB guns up in the air, like real gunshots up in the air, while shooting fireworks at the same time. There is nothing cool about shooting a gun up in the air. Like, what if a bullet hits, you know, the window and such? Or hits somebody? And I found out that somebody was murdered. I think 3 people got killed yesterday due to shooting guns up in the air and lighting fireworks. Yeah, that's a dangerous combination. You just cannot do that. Guns were not meant to be played with at all. So I would never in my life use a BB gun to shoot up in the air and just for the sake of it. No. Just use fireworks. And also, people use those little things that you shoot up in the sky with, and then people be shooting themselves with it. I'm telling you, I don't like when people do that, because that can seriously endanger people. Nowadays, I'm seeing kids doing it and they think it's fun. When is the parents going to teach kids right from wrong, not to shoot fireworks at each other? What's up, Broken Empire? How you doing? Like, it's so not fun to do. And also, last night I was watching the news, and the cops showed up in a DC neighborhood, and kind of found out that they were using illegal fireworks. So they arrested somebody, and so they got mad because, you know, that they were shooting illegal fireworks in the 4th of July. I mean, part of me understands that, but I just don't. I just think 4th of July is still dangerous, in my opinion. Yes, it's cool and everything, but when you're shooting guns up in the air, it's not cool. You can seriously injure or kill somebody with it. And plus, shooting dynamites and cherry bombs, those are not fun at all. You literally think that you would have used it to blow somebody's car. It's stupid. You telling the truth. This is the reason why I hate the Smarks, because they already crying and complaining. I swear they are the worst fans for real. If Undertaker want to wrestle, let him. Facts! Exactly! I mean, look, let me just say this though. To me, being a WWE fan is very hard. When you have a wrestler you hate, not hate, but don't like, it's okay to give your, harsh opinions on it. Criticism is not hate. But when I'm talking about, guys like Undertaker, who has been around, who has been in the game since forever, that sells money, that puts people in seats. I feel like with him wrestling this year, he looks great. He beat John Cena. He beat Rusev in a casket match. So I wonder who he's gonna face this year. It could be a SummerSlam. I don't know. I think the fourth match I would love him to face would be AJ Styles, because, like you said, you put the nail in the coffin when it comes to the dream match. Him and AJ Styles would be one of the incredible matches, championship matches in wrestling history. Undertaker would be at his prime wrestling. Okay, that's cool. Facing Triple H in the fall. That I'm looking forward to. And I dare the fanboys and the Smarks cry about him still wrestling. I dare people to say that he's too old to wrestle. Let him retire. He'll retire when he wants to retire. What do you want from him? Like, I get that, listen, I was one of those people that didn't want to see John Cena and Undertaker wrestle. But based on what I saw this year at WrestleMania, I changed my mind. I was like, okay, I shut up. Hey man, as long as you don't, hey man, look, as long as you're not being like those other people that can make a huge reaction out of nothing, that's fine with me. But getting back to what I was saying, when I saw him facing John Cena, I was like, okay, he looked good. But the match with Rusev, I didn't like, but at least he got the job done though. Hair looking all long and stuff, looking like the 2008 Undertaker. I miss Undertaker when he used to have his hair over his face back in the day. But around 2004, he just stopped doing that. Like, I was always seeing his face. Like, I don't want to see that. I want to see the hair over his face Undertaker. That's that classic Undertaker I want to see. Not the hair behind his face. So, I'm just saying. But you know what? I think Undertaker is one of my favorite wrestlers ever. So, there's nothing or anyone that can replace the dead man. Like, he's a beast. So yeah. But the 4th of July, on the other hand, I feel like, they're just, people gotta be careful with these fireworks out here, because it's very dangerous to shoot at people with it, and using BB guns to shoot up in the air, because those bullets can land on people or anything. Yeah, I did, man. I did. I was mentioning of how TNA used to be, fun back in the day with these hardcore matches, exhibition titles, whatever. But nowadays it just sucks. So yeah, Undertaker and Triple H facing each other at the showdown on October 6th. Okay, that's cool. I mean, I heard about it too. But like I said, I dare somebody to say that they don't want to see Undertaker and Triple H face each other, because I know how Smarks can be. They can always talk trash all they want, but at the end of the day, he's a legend. He's money. He pushed everybody in seats. He's the reason why I love wrestling in the first place. TNA has already improved though. Yeah, I mean it's still improving, but even though they changed it to PG, everything was like top notch. So they're still doing okay with seeing, now that it's like TV PG, they can still do some hardcore matches and stuff like they used to, but they better not be doing. They better not be doing what WWE is doing as far as politics is concerned. Do not bring that in TNA, period. Because if I found out they do, yeah, you can kiss me goodbye. The Eddie Edwards storyline is better than any of the. I know, I've seen it before. I think Eddie Edwards is like one of those top wrestlers in TNA. Him and his friends, what's the name of the tag team? The Wolves? Some. They were pretty good until Angelina Love came back and have one of the partners turn heel on the Wolves. The Wolves. Yeah, the Wolves were one of the best tag teams. I forgot the other dude's name that was with Eddie Edwards, called the Wolves. But he ended up turning heel on him, and him and his buddy had a rivalry, and even I don't know, man. I think TNA, they has some great storylines. Oh, AJ Styles and Dixie Carter storylines. The thing I hated about it was AJ Styles getting Dixie Carter's daughter pregnant, and turns out to be a fake doll. And I literally thought it was real. Let me tell y'all something. I thought the AJ Styles and the whole baby mama drama crap was real. And I felt like, to me, the way that they carried that storyline was just, oh God. I was laughing. I did not enjoy that storyline at all. It just made AJ look stupid. Like he's not a worthy baby father. Don't you dare remind me of that story. It's already too late, Broken Man. I mean, I'm already talking about it. But yeah, I mean, that storyline was kind of dumb. But I'm glad that crappy storyline was over. Oh! It doesn't stop there. Do y'all remember that storyline was when he had a feud with tag? I mean, I've got a lot of people's names that used to be on TNA. He talked Brit, he was British. He was tall. He was muscular. You want to know what I like about? Like to see Ronda Rousey beating the crap out of that no talent piece of crap John Cena. Who won? Oh, Madness, yeah. AJ Styles versus Madness. That storyline was kind of crap, but when Dixie was acting all, baby face, she was kind of acting like a baby face, but she was heel at the same time. So she was always used Madness as as a shield. And I remember that crappy ladder match they had. Man, that was terrible. But looking back at it now, I wish they could have done better. But a few things that made me feel so good was seeing Dixie Carter get put through a table by Bubba Ray Dudley. Everybody in Brooklyn was going nuts when that happened, though. But to be honest with you, Devin, even Bailey is way better than John Cena. In some degrees, yeah, but I still don't like the character. Oh yeah! Yes, yo! I remember when MVP showed up. By the end of that episode, I was like, "What? MVP is in TNA?" Like, I was literally in shock when I saw my man on there. Him and Kenny and that boy and that other boy, the light skinned dude, I forgot his name. Look, it's been years since I watched TNA. I've just been focusing on you know, WWE. So MVP, Kenny, and the other guys, they had a group that ended up beating the crap out of people when MVP turned heel on Eric Young. Hold up, y'all. I gotta. There's one thing TNA do that WWE can't, and that's push Drew McIntyre. I know what he's talking about. Even Drew McIntyre was a huge star in TNA, and whenever he returned to and debuted in NXT, he was a star on there, and then once he returned to WWE. I feel like I said, you know, he was not as he used to be. But nonetheless, I feel like Drew McIntyre, he's alright. But him with Dolph Ziggler, it's funny to me. It's just comical. I can't take the group seriously when Dolph Ziggler is in wrestling because Dolph Ziggler is laughable to me. He's a seller, he's a jobber, and he barely puts up any good matches. So other than that, y'all, I feel like TNA, they're okay with me as long as they don't go with the whole WWE route. I mean, WWE has already done it with, you know, New Day versus the Wyatt family and that stupid match they did. I didn't like that at all. They're basically just copying TNA for what they've done on their program. But the way WWE does it, nah. I wasn't feeling that at all. So and with that being said, folks, thank y'all for tuning in once again. And once again, thank y'all for subscribing to me as well. We're almost at 300 subscribers, so let's keep the ball rolling. And once again, if you're new to this channel, be sure to subscribe, click on that notification. Hold up, before we go. The Undertaker and Michelle McCool have 8 years anniversary. Yeah, no, man, I'm just happy for the Undertaker, you know, him and his wife Michelle McCool. And I know some people aren't giving him crap for it, but I just don't care. I mean, look, love is love, you know what I'm saying? If the man's happy with it, let him. I mean, he has a child with her, so they're a wonderful family. I love seeing family. I mean, I love seeing happy people. But with people with drama in their life, I stay away from. But with Undertaker and Michelle McCool on their 8th anniversary, it just makes me love Undertaker more. Just seeing him enjoying life, besides being a wrestler, he's one of those legendary figures in my life, in history. Maybe somewhere down the line when he retires in the future, when he goes into the Hall of Fame, I think everybody is gonna stay silent. Him turning out the lights, then bringing it back up with his eyes going up in the back of his head, you know, talking about his experience in the WWF, how he debuted, what his life was like, and then he'll close the Hall of Fame with him getting on his knees, rolling his eyes in the back of his head with his arms up, looking up at the ceiling. You know that victory pose he always does every time he wins the match from the 90s and into now. So I think Undertaker is one of my favorite wrestlers of all time, and you know what? Look, like I said, people, smarks out there, shut up. If he wants to wrestle, let him wrestle. As for John Cena and Roman Reigns, they give us plenty of reasons to hate on them, so that's facts. If y'all enjoyed this video, subscribe, leave a comments down below, and follow me on Instagram. If you're new, don't forget to subscribe to my channel as well, and click on that notification. And shout out to all of my subscribers who have been tuning in with your boy since last year. No, for 2 years. Since 2 years.